Minister of Higher Education, Science and Innovation, Dr. Blade Nzimande, has given an update on the implementation of the first phase of a comprehensive student funding model, which will target students in the missing middle category. The minister says these students will now be able to access financial support from government in a form of a loan to pursue their studies.
As we gradually implement our comprehensive funding model, we'll continue to work with all funding stakeholders to ensure that we consolidate these multiple bursary schemes to ensure that we have a consolidated and efficient loan and bursary system in South Africa. But this is a good start that we are implementing today. Why do we say it's a good start also? A number of universities have got loans to deal with the missing middle. So we are making a contribution, a significant contribution also to that. The 2017 National Income Dynamics Study data estimates that 85.6% of all households in South Africa will fall in the low income category, earning less than 350,000 per annum, in other words, if you are talking about the earning capacity of South Africans. And 11% of households fall into what we call the missing middle category, between 351,000 and 600,000. This tentatively means that currently our ANC-led government funds approximately 85.6% of students who are from the poor working class families who have been admitted to institutions. We need to qualify that. Government will now be expanding its funding through the loan scheme to the 11% of the missing middle students. Now, I want to present to you our plans for this funding that I've just spoken about. The implementation of this is divided in two phases. Phase one is going to be this year, 2024 to 2025, where we have committed as government the initial capitalization fund totaling 3.8 billion rand to support the loan scheme in 2024 for the missing middle, 3.8 billion rand. This amount comprises of 1.5 billion from the National Skills Fund and 2.3 billion from Sector Education and Training Authorities, SETAs. This amount we estimate will fund 47% of the missing middle students. That is 31,884 in terms of our estimate of the estimated 68,446 students in the missing middle category. So this is going to fund half immediately of the missing middle students, which means the rest, we are of course going to be working with the universities so that those universities who are able to fund this are able to also assist in giving loans to the missing middle students. Of course, on our part, we also have to make sure that your poorer universities, we pay particular attention to them, though they have got a very small number of missing middle students. On the implementation of this scheme, we have also committed funds to revive the Nsfas ICT systems, including Nsfas's own loan system, which they have. On the implementation of the scheme, the department has thus far consulted with National Treasury, as I have said, university vice-chancellors and student leaders, who have all supported it in principle, this direction that government is taking, which is, of course, good news. Further workshops will be held with the registrars of our institutions and student financial officers once Nsfas has obtained board approval for the funding guidelines. By the way, much as the demand for the missing middle is largely with universities, we also will be dealing with the missing middle in TVET colleges, although they are a very tiny percentage of the TVET college students.
Meanwhile, Nzimande has appointed Professor Lourens van Staden as an acting National Student Financial Aid Scheme chairperson. This follows the decision by the chairperson, Ernest Khosa, to take leave of absence following allegations that he and Nzimande received kickbacks from an Nsfas service provider.
In the light of the chairperson of Nsfas having requested and been granted on his own initiative to take leave of absence. I wish to inform South Africa that I have appointed Professor van Staden, the former Vice-Chancellor of the Tshwane University of Technology, as the acting chairperson of Nsfas, with immediate effect. I have already had a briefing session with him, emphasizing the importance of Nsfas to prioritize readiness for the beginning of the 2024 academic year. The acting chairperson will also prioritize the employment of a new CEO and fully implement the Werksman's report that was commissioned by Nsfas to look at corruption and other shenanigans that were taking place, especially around the service providers who were providing allowances to students.